guys, it's been a while since I picked up the camera. But I'll give you guys a little update. So it's been 7 days since Jax was born. He's still in NICU. We're actually going to go visit him now. But yeah, so I'm doing good. Still in a decent amount of pain, especially around my incision. But you know, it was worth it. I wouldn't change a thing. Obviously, you know, if I didn't have preeclampsia, he would still be in there, but we had to get him out, so he was safe. So, I still kind of get a little emotional talking about him, just because he's not home. But yeah. So Jay's actually in Duncan, and then we're gonna head over and see him.
Alright, good morning, guys. We just made it to the hospital, made it in time to be here while Jax's doctors did their rounds. I can't talk this morning. So they actually placed him back on the oxygen. Basically, what he's been doing is he has really bad reflux, and so he holds his breath so that the food doesn't come up and go into his lungs, but he's forgetting to exhale. So they put the oxygen back in to give him pressure and help remind him to keep breathing. Basically, all of his issues have been around food. So they're trying to give him rest, and right now he's actually working with a speech therapist as well on feeding. So the speech therapist is the only one that's going to bottle feed him. The rest of his feeds are going to be through his feeding tube for now. But enough of me. I know you guys want to see him. So here's the little guy. Say hi, Jax. Mr. Jax Elliott. Hi. Yeah. He said good morning, guys. Bright and early, and they put this stupid thing back in my nose. I'm gonna try and pull it out like I always do. Right? Yeah, he has been notorious for pulling out his oxygen. When he first came in here and he had oxygen, he would yank it out. He would put it in his mouth. A little weirdo. He just hated it. He hated it so much. But right now he's very chill, very calm. So which is good, because we want him to rest basically. So I can't tell you guys how much we love the staff here. Like the doctor, the nurses, they're amazing. Except for this one we don't like. But everybody else has been just amazing with him. And they just explain everything to where we can understand what they're doing, why they're doing, and everything like that. So I just can't stop looking at him. He's just so beautiful. So Jax is back on oxygen, and They were going to turn on the heater lamp for him again. Basically, they just want him to rest. They think that maybe they did too much too soon, and he just wasn't ready for the bottle feeding and stuff like that. So that's why he was kind of fighting back the way he was, and the reflux that he has is really bad. So they're just trying to get him to rest. They did do more blood work this morning. Everything looked normal. They did do a ultrasound of his head, and they did see that he had a brain bleed. Basically, the way the doctor explained it was that because of Naisha's extremely severe preeclampsia and her blood pressures being so high, it caused a brain bleed to him while he was in the womb. It's no longer bleeding. It was a grade 1, which they said if there's any brain bleed, that a grade 1 is the best to have. So it should cause no future concerns or anything like that. Nothing is causing any problems right now, but they do see that there was a brain bleed. Basically, like she said, was that when Naisha's blood pressure would go up really high, the nutrients and stuff to the placenta wasn't there, and then when her blood pressure would go back down, it would pretty much flood the placenta, and the veins in the baby's head at the time are very fragile. I don't really know if I'm explaining this properly, but that's kind of like everything. This past week has just been a whirlwind, so just bear with us, guys. Trying to remember everything and how it was explained, but basically that's kind of the gist that I got, was that the turning on and off of her blood pressure being high and low affected his nutrients and his blood flow to the placenta, which then affected his brain, and he had a small brain bleed, but he is doing okay right now. When we left the hospital, they closed the little lid on the actual incubator. So right now they're just trying to give him some rest. He's now only doing bottle feeds with the speech therapist. Before, they were trying to do it every other feed, and switching him from his left side during the feed to his right side for digestion when he was done eating. But right now they're doing all feeds through the feeding tube. So all he needs is some rest and some time, which it's difficult because, you know, we didn't expect him to be here this early, and now that he's here, all we want is for him to come home. But obviously we don't want him to come home if he's not ready, and clearly he is not ready right now. The hospital is the best place for him to be, but, you know, Naisha has been with him the last 34 weeks, and now her stomach is empty and her baby is in the hospital. So she's taking it very, very hard. She knows that it's best for him too, but just it's a hard pill to swallow. So she's inside now resting. We actually just got some stuff from the registry from some of my family members, so if they're watching this vlog, thank you so much. We really appreciate all of the support and everything. I'm actually out here because I'm getting ready to install the little camera that was on the registry in the car, so that way we can monitor him in the back seat when it is time for him to come home. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and figure this out. If you know me and instructions don't get along, so this should be interesting. Usually Naisha is the one in charge of instructions, but Daddy's got to figure it out. All right, and we are all set now. You can watch little Bean from all the way up here. Perfect. Such a, this is probably one of the best things that was bought off the registry, obviously, aside from his crib. This is amazing, so that way I can keep an eye on him when Naisha's in the car, or if Naisha's driving him and I'm not there to sit in the back seat with him. Naisha's mom just got here with Philly. Philly's gonna go crazy. So we haven't seen Philly in over a week, and she just got here. Hi! Hi, baby! Hi! 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 Oh my God! You so excited? You so excited? You ready? You ready to go see mommy? I'm not letting you go because I know you're gonna go crazy. You see mommy? Oh my goodness. Is that your mommy? Is that your mommy?
I'm sorry, but I gotta go pee because I cannot see no more.
Say hi, mommy.
3 hours later.
Hey guys, so my mom just left and Philly is here. She loves her bone. We had to get her some toys so she didn't feel so neglected. But we have two of Jax's outfits that he's worn. One has spit upon it, and one they just changed him out of it when they gave him a bath. So we're gonna see what Philly does. We're gonna have her like sniff it and stuff. Granted, we don't know when he's coming home. But she'll get to know his scent and stuff. Does he smell so good?
Hey Philly, this is your brother's clothes.
Oh my gosh.
Already going crazy. That's your brother. His name is Jax. That's the baby. Yeah, that's the baby stuff. You see? Yeah. That's
She's
his
like,
smell.
what? She's like, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the babies. That's the babies. He's still at the hospital. He'll be home soon, okay? He'll be home soon.
You like that? Oh,
yeah, you like that? That's
she's gonna love him so much.
Oh yeah, that's the baby. You happy? Yeah? Oh god. Yep, the ears. So before the night is up, I have to show you guys my new coffee machine. I'm so excited. I haven't had a coffee machine in forever, and I had just gotten like a bunch. When I say a bunch of coffee, I mean I could open up my own coffee shop. Like, look at this. And this is like a veteran-owned, veteran-run coffee company called Black Rifle Coffee Company. And I actually got it from my unit. Like, when I say a lot, like there's like 40 bags. The only problem is, I didn't have a coffee maker. So, I just went to Walmart. And I got this. It's so beautiful. And I love red, so it worked out perfect. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it. But I had to try it out, even though it's about to be 11 o'clock at night. I had to try it out, and let me tell you, this thing is amazing. I loved it. I only made a little 6-ounce cup of coffee, but it was great. This is going to be great for me in the mornings because I try not to drink energy drinks, but I do end up drinking them. I try to only drink Bangs though because they have like 0 calories and all that, and I feel like they're the better option out of like all the other energy drinks, but it's still an energy drink. So I would rather drink coffee, and now I have my very own coffee machine, my Keurig.
Literally your very own.
Yeah, that's okay. More for me. Naisha said, yeah, it's literally my very own because she doesn't drink coffee, but I'm going to love that. But you can make tea in that, babe. You can make tea in it, and you can make hot cocoa if I get you a pods. What? Why? I mean, it's gonna be made with the water. She likes hot cocoa with milk. Unfortunately, Jax, we already found out early that Jax is lactose intolerant. I can't talk. I don't know what's wrong with me. He's lactose intolerant, just like Naisha and myself, but obviously we're adults and we just deal with the consequences. He's very small and he's already having stomach issues as it is, so we want to try and help him out as much as we can. So Naisha's actually cutting out dairy right now, so that way she can help him. Like literally, she's eating oatmeal with oat milk. We went and specifically got oat milk just for her. She says it's a little weird. All right, well, enough about me and my Keurig. We're so happy to have Philly home. Philly, are you happy to be home with mommy and daddy? No. What do you mean no? You just rubbed your whole jowl on my chin. I love it though. I missed you. Mommy and daddy missed you. This was the longest that Philly has been away from us, and we've been away from Philly since we got her 6 years ago.
Oh my god.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
She's like slipping. There you go. Oh, Philly.
She wanted to come to the other side and get my ear. Hey, girl. Hey, hey. Naisha is trying to be modest and she doesn't want to show off her milk. Philly, get my ear out of your mouth. But her milk looks like buttermilk. It's literally glowing on the camera. Like I can't even bring it too close because it just looks like it's glowing. And you guys can't even see how good it looks, but she's like a freaking cow now. Like the amount of milk that she's been producing. Hi, I missed you too, baby.
And
I
only
promise.
7 days postpartum, so.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say post-op. I'm like,
Crazy.
I mean, technically you are post-op. Yeah, yeah. You got a little brother now, so you gotta set a good example. No more getting into trouble because he's gonna get into enough by himself. You guys gonna be troublemakers together? Give us a run for our money? She said, "Yeah, Daddy. You ain't gonna do nothing about it." Oh my gosh. Well, all right, guys. Thanks for being a part of our day.
Good night from NJandfillay.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.